This is Japan's famed Mount Midoriyama, the world's most difficult obstacle course. Over the past 15 years, thousands of competitors have taken on this beast, but only 3 have ever conquered it. No American has ever defeated Mount Midoriyama.
Mount Midoriyama showing no mercy.
Oh, doesn't get it!
And the dream is over.
But this year, that could all change, because for the first time ever, this mother of all obstacle courses has come to America, and more athletes than ever before are ready to take it on. Competitors from 6 different regions across the country will run qualifying courses, but only the top 100 competitors who embody athletic talent, mental fortitude, and single-minded commitment will earn the right to advance to the finals in Las Vegas. There, the fabled course has been constructed, brutal obstacle by brutal obstacle. The fastest American to conquer Mount Midoriyama will not only make history, but will walk away with a $500,000 prize. Today in Dallas, Texas, nearly half the Midsouth field has run, but just 7 competitors have completed this grueling qualifying course, including Paul Casimir, who is looking for his 3rd straight trip to Mount Midoriyama.
Blowing the course away.
Brandon Douglas also cruised through and currently stands in 2nd place. And former Oklahoma Sooner mascot Todd Stair. Still to run, Ahmed Toure, a young man from Austin, Texas, who gave up a West Point education to help out his ailing mother back home. Rich King, a Hollywood stuntman seeking a return engagement at Mount Midoriyama. And there's Risa Scott, a civil engineer and one of the top female parkour athletes in the country, who's hoping to become the first woman to complete our qualifying course. Who will claim a spot in our top 30 and move on to the Mid-South Regional Finals? It all happens right now on American Ninja Warrior.
Welcome to Dallas, Texas, where hundreds of athletes, superfans, and everyday people have made the pilgrimage to Fair Park for the Mid-South Regional Qualifying Round. These athletes are being tested by an incredibly challenging qualifying course. We have seen competitor after competitor push themselves to the limit in hopes of earning a spot in our top 30. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Olympic gold medalist Jonny Moseley. We continue our nationwide odyssey for the 100 best athletes to send to Las Vegas to take on Mount Midoriyama. Today we're back with more of the Mid-South Regional Qualifying Round. And as we look at the leaderboard, tango dancer and returning finalist Paul Casimir is on top with the ridiculous time of 53.99 seconds. Brandon Douglas is close behind in 2nd. Maintenance director Brian Arnold is in 4th. And Big Bob Pondrum is in 7th. Those athletes currently on the leaderboard have done well to get there, but they are not out of the woods because there's still plenty of top-notch talent on deck waiting to claim their own spot in the top 30. Among them, Ahmed Toure, an impressive young man who helped care for his 4 siblings when his mother took ill, and he's standing by with Angela right now.
Ahmed, you have gone through so many different challenges in life. How have you attacked those challenges, and how will you attack this course today?
You know, my mom taught me to be tough and, you know, adapt to any situation. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here on this course. I'm going to adapt to each obstacle and, you know, push through it.
Is there any obstacle of concern for you today?
The jump to the cargo net is a little bit terrifying, but you know what? I'm just going to calm down once I get to it and then attack it.
We wish you the best.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
Can't wait to see Ahmed tackle this course later on, but right now in the starting blocks, it's Jarek Silas, a 36-year-old web marketer from nearby Plano, Texas, looking to make a big impact on the course, especially since he isn't as big as he used to be.
About 7 years ago, my little girl, Hannah, was born. Around that time, I was about 240 pounds. Looking at my family, my great-grandmother, my grandmother, a couple aunts, uncles, all passed away from diabetes. I realized I had to make a change for both myself and for Hannah.
Through a strict diet and rigorous training, Jarek transformed himself from a health risk to an athlete.
Today, I'm standing here at 163. When you free your body from 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds, is amazing. It feels like a ton has been lifted off of you. You're faster, you're stronger, you're more agile. My daughter saw the issues that come from being overweight when I was 240 pounds. Having my little girl be able to watch me compete shows her that physical fitness, it isn't work, it's fun. It's a choice for a lifetime.
Well, sometimes it takes a defining moment like the birth of your daughter to make a significant change in your lifestyle. No doubt Hannah's at home right now watching her dad with pride. And he's off on the quad steps, a cautious approach, but remember, we've seen the quad steps trip up some legends like Levi Muhlenberg, but he gets through and is onto the log grip.
It's tough to picture 80 more pounds on that frame. I think it's great. He's been spreading the word about healthy living. He's become a vegan.
Well, something tells me trying to convert Texans into vegans might be an uphill battle, but Jarek has made the change.
It's amazing.
Got to feel so light going through the Bridge of Blades and looking good.
Light on his feet as well.
Now, the jump hang, so tough. This mount so important. Oh, looks like his legs just buckled there, Johnny.
That trampoline, I'm telling you, it takes a lot of people out. You think it's simple, but if you don't hit it just right, it has a very tight bounce. It'll buckle your knees, and just like that, you'll get 5 feet of air instead of the 10 feet that you need to get to the top of the jump hang.
Still an inspiring story out of Jarek Silas, and little Hannah can be very proud of her dad.
Great experience. I will be back next year.
Up next is a returning competitor from the great state of Colorado. She's a civil engineer and parkour instructor who's been preparing for American Ninja Warrior since she was just a little girl. It's Risa Scott.
When I was 7, we moved into this house that had like a 2-story ceiling in the living room, and my parents were like, what do we do with all this space? So then it didn't take long for them to come to the conclusion that we had a trampoline and storage, why not just put that in the living room?
Risa started training for fun. Today, she's a dedicated member of a passionate group.
Ninja Warrior's developed an amazing community. It's like a family, and we talk all year long about Ninja Warrior and how we're training, and we send videos to each other. We have a Facebook group, and this family has gotten pretty close, and I think this is like our reunion. To like get together and show off our skills is really important to the community.
Risa trains hard, is well respected among the guys in the parkour community, and several of them are here to support it today, including Jake Smith, who we'll see later on. And Risa is off onto the quad steps, a little hung up on the second one. No woman has ever completed the qualifying course.
Well, she'd have to be considered the favorite to become the first. Just an all-around athlete. Besides the trampoline in her living room, she also competed in equestrian at a national level and played field hockey in high school.
Well, she's already bested her performance from last year. Oh, the body draping down, but makes it through the log grip. Risa's no slouch in the classroom either, has a master's degree in civil engineering. Very accomplished.
And looking very good out here today so far. She knows this is a critical point on the course. No woman has made it past the jump hang here in the Mid-South so far. Will she be the first?
Oh, so close. Looked like not a bad leap. What happened, Johnny?
Man, she was on it. She had her hands on the cargo net, but gravity got the best of her. She couldn't hold on, and now she's in the drink.
Well, a great performance by Risa Scott, but out on the jump hang. Let's go to Angela, who's with the wet Risa right now.
Risa, I know it was a frustrating run. What happened?
I just got to the jump hang, and I thought I took off okay, but I just needed a little more height or distance, whatever it was, and I don't know, I just happened the way it did, so it's okay, because I was really happy to get that far, so.
We hope to see you here next year.
Oh, I definitely will.
Guys.
In the starting blocks right now, he's an entrepreneur and a father of 2 who's here to prove you're not dead after 30. His words, not mine. It's 54-year-old Michael Moore from Texas.
Well, Michael's a self-described adrenaline junkie who's always competed in traditional sports but truly loves the dangerous ones. He rides Class 5 whitewater rapids with, get this, his 80-year-old father, whom he describes as his hero. Michael's still in tremendous shape at 54, and if his dad's any indication, Michael's nowhere near slowing down just yet.
You can see Michael looking ripped and ready to run. His wife of 25 years, Kimberly, and their 2 teenage kids here to support him. And he's off. And looking very nimble for a 54-year-old as he makes his way through the quad steps.
And focus, too. You know, that's hugely important on this course. Any lapse in concentration can be fatal.
Oh, leg slipping a bit, but great upper body strength to hang on. Through the first two obstacles.
Laser focus on the bridge of blades. You know, Michael's got experience on the trampoline. And it shows here. He's on the net.
Strong, seems to understand the obstacles, obviously been paying attention to those who came before him. But oh no, caught up in the cargo net, extricates himself nicely. You can see the Moore family obviously enjoying this run.
Now we've seen how powerful Michael is already. Rope junction will test him though.
See what he has left in the tank after those first four obstacles.
Well, Michael opting for a low grasp on the rope. I think that's a mistake. Uh-oh. Slipping a little bit on that third rope. He's got himself in a little bit of a pickle, but this guy is very strong.
Wow, escaped trouble, and one of our most senior competitors has made it to the final rope.
Yeah,
and he's done it. Michael Moore. Well, at 54 years old, if he gets up, he would be the new oldest person ever to have completed the qualifying course. First run.
Oh.
Kelvin Antoine, Grandpa Ninja, has to be pleased that he's inspired a generation of older competitors. The warp wall, always such a challenge. He has 3 attempts to complete it. Oh!
You know, he slipped on that second step as soon as he started to get onto the vertical part of the ramp.
Get up there! Michael Moore digging deep, final run. Doesn't have it. But, Johnny, what a fantastic run out of a 54-year-old man.
Yeah, it's just inspiring. And most impressive was his run through rope junction. How many 20-somethings have we seen struggle mightily there already? But Michael was able to power through it. Amazing.
Well, hopefully he comes back next year and teaches that warp wall a lesson.
Oh, the warp wall, man, I was afraid of that. It's a beast.
Well, we haven't added a name to the leaderboard in a while. The warp wall seemingly insurmountable, but fear not, some of the strongest competitors from the Mid-South still to run. Coming up, he's dedicated to empowering disabled youth through parkour. Can Miguel Jenin Gonzalez overcome this course for his biggest supporters? Find out when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to Dallas, Texas. You're looking at the bronze statues in Pioneer Plaza that depict an old-school cattle drive and celebrate the city's first settlers. Just a few miles away, we're in Fair Park celebrating athletes of all stripes in the Mid-South qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior. The search is on for the 30 fastest through this qualifying course. We'll move on to the regional finals where they will face an even more difficult extended course. 3 more runners gave it their best on the qualifying course, only to be shut down on the warped wall, including University of New Mexico student Jared Salas. And there's Rich King from El Paso getting loose, made it to Mount Midoriyama 3 years ago. He's looking to get back there. Meanwhile, David Cabrera is next at the starting line. He's a 24-year-old mobile phone salesman and avid rock climber from nearby Fort Worth.
David's got serious athletic chops, also played semi-pro soccer and was affiliated with FC United out of Manchester, England.
Well, here he goes. Looking a little uncertain early on.
Definitely, he should get a little more comfortable on the log grip. You know, rock climbers rely on good finger strength.
Look at him, nice run there right through the log grip. Now seems to be picking up steam.
Well, you know, David actually played semi-pro soccer. You can see that good footwork on the bridge of blades.
Wow, straight through onto the jump hang.
Well, might have done well to regroup. Now you see that rock climbing background. His arms are doing all the work. That is tiring, but he's still moving forward.
David, part Native American, a group which is somewhat underrepresented here, says he wants to do his heritage proud.
Well, he can certainly take pride in how well he's handling the rope junction. Look how smooth he is with the arm-to-arm technique.
Now David looking to break the curse of the warp wall here in the Mid-South.
Oh, not even close. David ran directly into that wall.
Getting ready for attempt number 2, and straight into the wall again, a carbon copy of that first attempt.
Well, one last shot, and he is frustrated.
No! Unable to make it up on his third try. A tough finish to a promising run out of 24-year-old rock climber David Cabrera. And the warp wall continues to baffle so many from this Mid-South region. But up next, out of Fort Worth, is 22-year-old Miguel Gonzalez.
His friends call him Jenin, which translates to Rookie Ninja. Miguel's a gymnast and a self-taught parkour athlete who left behind a troubled youth in gangs to become a coach to disabled kids. He says his ultimate goal is to be a role model and to make a difference in these kids' lives.
We go out to a park and we show up from 11 to 1 in Dallas, and we will train parkour in the park. I could be that little bit of extra support for somebody to go just that much further for them to succeed. And today is what it's all about.
There's Rooster in the white shirt, refuses to let his cerebral palsy keep him down. He's here to lend support to Miguel, his friend and mentor.
I love to see him do well here for these kids. Here he goes.
On to the quad steps.
Wow, he's got some leaps.
But hung up, taking a cautious approach.
Well, he's a short guy, only 5'4", so he's got to work with what he's been given. And I would say that was a great approach on the quad steps rather than trying to stretch it out 1 foot at a time.
And on the longer down.
Almost gets taken out when it swings back.
And
then it helped him.
The course can work for you or against you. Through the bridge of blades. Miguel all over the place on this run. But his students have to be relieved he's still on the course. He is up over the cargo net and a nice rolling dismount. On now to the rope junction, and he is really working hard out here.
He's still making pretty good time despite his errors.
Take your time. Get that momentum.
Here he goes.
Oh, he had a nice takeoff there.
A little more conservative approach getting down low.
It's just like the monkey bars. You want to get back and forth sway going with your lower body.
And a good job there. Onto the fifth rope, but can he reach? No momentum now.
Stalled out
but he
here.
got it with his foot, Johnny.
Excellent work by Miguel with the 360 milk grab off of the last rope.
And a
Styling.
fantastic run so far. Miguel Gonzalez getting focused, now staring down the warped wall.
Lots of struggles at the warped wall in this region. Oh, not on that attempt.
And not even looking at the warped wall. Gathers himself. Here it is, second try.
Oh,
Miguel Gonzalez digs deep, makes it to the top of the warped wall, and the youth parkour coach is on the leaderboard with a time of just 2:08.73. How do you evaluate that run, Johnny?
Well, I really liked it. It was dangerous. It was on the edge, but in the end, effective. He went down hard on the log grip, but was unfazed. Then again at the warped wall, had a poor showing on the first attempt, regrouped, and immediately just flew up it. Matt, you know that Rooster and all of Miguel's students are so thrilled and inspired by their mentor tonight.
Let's go to Angela, who's with him right now.
Jenin, it was a very impressive run. After that first attempt on the warped wall, you turned around and you paused for a second. What were you thinking about?
Patience. Since I'm so short, I have to get the proper steps. And I couldn't fail all the people that I teach. They knew I was coming here. So I thought, why not be the inspiration they need to push on a little further? And I had to make it. That was my only thing in mind, is this one's for them.
Well, Jenin, that dedication really paid off. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Matt and Johnny?
Check at the leaderboard shows that no one has yet come close to catching Mount Midoriyama veteran Paul Casimir, who's still in first. But Miguel Jenin Gonzalez has cracked the top 10. He's in 8th and in good position to advance to the Mid-South Regional Finals. Coming up, Ahmed Torre is a former West Point cadet who dropped everything to support his family when his mother took ill. Today, they're all here to support him in his quest to conquer this course. Watch his run when American Ninja Warrior returns. We are a Hail Mary away from the Cotton Bowl at Fair Park in the heart of Dallas, Texas, where the Mid-South Regional qualifying round of American Ninja Warrior continues. I'm Matt Eisman alongside Jonny Moseley. Hundreds of people have turned up to try to tackle this qualifying course, but only the top 30 will move on to the regional finals.
That's right, and just the 15 best from each region will earn a trip to Las Vegas to take on Mount Midoriyama for a shot at a $500,000 grand prize.
The struggles at the warp wall have continued for the Mid-South with 3 more failed attempts there. But Colorado chiropractor Alan Keneally and Josh Kronberg, an artist from Albuquerque, both managed to clear it. A check of the leaderboard shows our 2 newest finishers both in the top 10, with Alan Keneally taking over 4th and Josh Kronberg moving into 9th. Still, just 11 have been able to complete this brutal course. Johnny, this course is proving to be difficult. It's possible 30 people won't complete it.
Well, if that's the case, Matt, the 30 athletes that go the farthest, the fastest will advance.
Up next, a 32-year-old from Tijeras, New Mexico, it's Daniel French. He's a firefighter and paramedic who trains for this event whenever and wherever there's a free moment. He's got a very supportive family pushing him to be the best.
Kick me again, Dad.
Oh, nuts. In true ninja style, he's not afraid to brave the elements, even training in the snow-covered Sandia Mountains. Daniel's wife, Donna, here to cheer him on. He converted the living room into a ropes course. Obviously an understanding woman.
And Daniel told us the toughest part is just getting over the jitters. Let's see how he handles it. No jitters on the quad steps. Running the mohawk, I like it.
Last year he went out on the quad steps, so already an improvement. He's in great shape, runs a 4.640. Showed some good grip strength there. Mohawk keeping him upright on the Bridge of Blades. Close call on the jump hang, but he held on. Daniel's also a motivational speaker, talks to groups from the perspective of a firefighter who has seen life taken away in a heartbeat. Says you have to get the most out of every moment. He's getting the most out of this run so far.
Well, and he did well to recover from that low grasp on the cargo net. You know, the extra exertion there could come back to haunt him, though.
And you can see Donna trying to pump up the crowd for her husband. Rope junction. This obstacle just so devastating.
Key is to keep moving here. Once you got to use your lower body to get the swing back and forth.
Keeping real good momentum, and like you said, Johnny, just moving forward.
He's low. You got to stay high. The next one is short.
And so tough to recover when you start going down those ropes.
2 hands on 1 rope is always trouble.
Oh, that was awesome!
So Daniel's done, but you can see Donna still showing unfailing support. Have to imagine that softens the blow just a little.
Lost it, man, lost. Nothing. More preparation, that's it. Well.
Daniel showed great strength in surviving the low bounce at the jump hang, but put himself at a disadvantage, having to make his way all the way up and over. It cost him at the rope junction. He just didn't have enough left in the tank to carry him across all 6 ropes.
Up next, hoping to scramble his way into the top 30 is a 21-year-old rock climbing instructor from Austin, Ahmed Touré.
After high school, I went to West Point, the United States Military Academy. I remember when I actually got my call to, that I'm like, hey, you made it. You got your appointment and everything. I was working at Mills Mall, and I ran through the mall yelling at the top of my lungs, yes, I made it in, After my first year at West Point, I made the decision to leave.
With his father regularly out of the country on business, Ahmed left school for the right reasons. His mother was diagnosed with breast cancer.
It was a very, very difficult decision, but my mom just being there with all the kids, the younger ones that need looking after, I thought it would be best to stay closer to them. A lot of people would see the situation, I guess, and maybe it's too much, but both my parents, they raised me to be very tough. Things are going to go wrong and we need to adapt. And I think that's going to give me an advantage over some of the other competitors over here.
Just a remarkable young man to endure what he's been through already. He made unbelievable sacrifices at a very young age. You can't help but pull for him.
Yeah, no question. And he's got tremendous support from his family, as you can imagine. In fact, all of them made the trip to cheer him on today.
Very nimble through the quad steps, a good sign going forward. Ahmed feels the endurance he developed as a cross-country runner will be a plus on this course. And he's through the log grip onto the bridge of blades.
Well, he's also a rock climber. That should help here at the jump hang. Oh, didn't get as high as I'd like to see. That'll cost him time and energy getting up and over. Little bit of a struggle on the transition down, but a smooth dismount to pick up some time.
Ahmed tells us the year he spent at West Point was among the most difficult of his life, but leaving to care for the family was the hardest thing he's ever done. This is a tough kid, and he's handling this course accordingly.
Well, the key here is momentum. He'll need to keep his body in motion and keep moving forward. So far, so good, looking great. That may have been the most efficient run through the rope junction we've seen so far.
Ahmed Touré, time just over a minute.
Just running directly into the wall. That is not going to get it done.
And a great adjustment, learning on the fly. Ahmed Touré to the top of the warp wall. And he is rightly excited, Johnny.
Well, he is, and he deserves it, Matt. Hopefully, that opens up the door for more success at the warped wall here. You know, he looked terrific right from the start, but it was his run through the rope junction that really impressed me. He gathered momentum and never let it go. It was textbook, and you just have to hope other competitors were taking notes.
Ahmed, amazing run. You made it up on the second try. How did that feel?
It felt great. Super relieved once I got up there, pressed that button, just all the excitement, just washing all over me. And I don't know, once I was done, it was just relieved. Saw my parents out there, saw my siblings, and just made everything better.
Thanks, Angela. So happy for Ahmed. His time good enough for 5th place on the leaderboard, but perhaps an even greater reward, off to get some love from his family. So here's a check of the current standings. No surprise, Paul Casimir still holding a healthy lead. As we mentioned, Ahmed Touré's performance puts him in 5th place with a time of 1:20.37, while Miguel Jenin Gonzalez is in 12th place. Coming up, this Hollywood stuntman shoots blockbusters all over the world. But the one place Rich King longs to return to is Mount Midoriyama. He takes his best shot when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to Texas, where the Longhorns are still driven through the streets of Fort Worth. We're just a few miles away here in Dallas for American Ninja Warrior, where the Midsouth Regional qualifying round rolls on. It is late in the competition as we search for the top 30 athletes to advance to the regional finals. After much struggling early in the round, suddenly the competitors here in the Mid-South are attacking the warped wall with far more success. We just saw 4 more athletes complete the course, included among them 3-time competitor George Dunwoody, a car stereo installer from nearby Houston, and Sat Khalsa, a marketing specialist from Boulder, Colorado. A check of the current leaderboard shows the newest finishers have each carved out space in the top 10. Sat Khalsa in 3rd, George Dunwoody in 5th, and Jeremy Sanders in 6th. Up next is a man in supreme physical shape, Tremaine Dortch from Houston, Texas. Tremaine and his wife Cassandra are no-nonsense trainers who run hardcore boot camps in H-Town.
And Matt, this dude is just ripped.
But he's also got a softer side. The 26-year-old relieves stress as an artist putting pencil to paper. Let's see if he can draw up a good run here. Tremaine, obviously in top shape, trains in CrossFit and boxing. In fact, he lists winning the Golden Gloves as his proudest athletic achievement.
Well, I'm pretty sure he'd like to add another title to that list. We're about to find out if he can.
Opting for the 2-footed technique, looking comfortable so far.
You know, Tremaine also played football at Sam Houston State, and at 26, still committed to staying in shape.
Yeah, he and Cassandra take a very direct approach training clients in boot camp. Clearly, he practices what he preaches. Good footwork on the bridge of blades. Tests out the mini tramp.
Oh, and a great jump, man. He got the height that you want to minimize the workload in getting up and over, man. This guy is a specimen. Was that an 8-pack he's got going?
And a smooth transition down to the bottom, facing rope junction, an obstacle so many have struggled with to this point in the competition.
Yeah, we've also seen some great technique here of late. Let's see if Tremaine picked up anything from those who were successful. Has to keep moving forward.
You know his clients want to see him do well, and great momentum, Johnny.
Very strong. You can tell he has great upper body strength. Let's see if he's watched the other athletes and figured out how to get off this rope. That's been the hard part. Letting his momentum die here, not a good call. Needed to get off early.
Oh, gets through really close. Thought he spent his momentum there, which has come back to cost so many, but Tremaine Dortch winded, now staring down the warp wall. We've seen a lot of success here, but not that time. That was a head-on collision, Johnny.
Yep, we've seen people actually bust up their lips and scrape their knees running straight into that wall. It's not very intuitive. You got to force yourself to look up the wall.
Second attempt. Oh, so close, fingertips up there.
That was a vast improvement over his first attempt.
Such a solid run to this point. You know he wants to finish strong.
Talking to himself a little bit. We've seen people yell at the wall. That's been effective.
Third and final try.
Oh,
as he's coming down, gets his fingers on it. Tremaine Dortch makes it to the top of the warp wall. What a run, Johnny.
It was a fantastic run. He got a great bounce to the jump hang. He dominated the rope junction, had a little bit of a scare on the dismount there, then just got the tips of his fingers onto the warped wall and pulled himself up to victory. I expect to see big things out of him in the regional finals.
There's an understandably excited Cassandra Dortch. Got to be proud of her husband. Well, let's go to Angela, who's standing by with an elated Tremaine right now.
Tremaine, a jubilant finish. You look so relieved up there. What were you thinking?
I don't know. I just didn't want to fail my gym and my baby and all my boot camp people. So I want this for y'all. Thank God. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. That was nuts.
Congratulations. Go celebrate with your friends.
All right, thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Angela. And what a special moment there between Tremaine and his wife, Cassandra. Tremaine's run good enough for 18th place. Now here comes Rich King, who went to Mount Midoriyama 3 years ago, but fell short in his last go-round. He's here to prove he belongs with the big boys.
I like to have a good time. Me and my buddies, we always joke around, and you know, I've always been kind of a joker.
This here is one of the best exercises you can do for your body. This is such good training for ninja. Warrior.
My first round that I went to Japan, one thing I noticed, when you're fresh at this, you're just gung-ho. But now that you've done it and you kind of have done it a couple times, it feels like there's a little more pressure. It's definitely not from anyone else. It's definitely pressure that I put on myself. Having friends, you know, that have made it and that are going to Vegas makes me want to really make it through this today so that I can get there, hang out with my boys, and run this thing.
Here he is, Rich King, and we are expecting big things from this veteran. Onto the quad steps. 2-footed technique, just making sure he gets through. Does a lot of free running parkour training. Also a successful Hollywood stuntman. Real fast through the bridge of blades. Whoa!
Looks like he was going to one-time it, but thought better of it.
Wasn't even testing the tramp, but here he is. Onto the jump hang, down only to the third rung, though.
Will only leap to the third row, but wisely reached up to the top with the left hand, and he is up and down quickly. He is making great time to this point, just over 30 seconds.
Rich missed out on the competition last year, was overseas doing stunt work on the film Underworld Awakening.
Great takeoff. He's got a nice beginning momentum. Oh, caught up there. Looks like he's not so sure about letting go.
And hesitation is a killer on this obstacle.
He's slipping on his left hand. See it slipping down the rope. Finally makes the move to the second rope and trying to move forward. But this is taxing on your upper body. He's been on the rope junction for over 10 seconds already.
Onto the fourth rope, and he is losing his grip. It could be over for Rich King.
This does not look good.
And Rich King is out. Johnny, Tell me, where was the mistake?
Well, I think he was very confident going in. When he grabbed the second rope in with his left hand, he could feel it slipping and wasn't willing to let go. That killed his momentum as he tried to make that adjustment, and then it was just fatigue that ultimately made him go for a swim.
It's my grip. It was just a little harder than I thought it would be.
Well, that should show you just how hard this qualifying course is. Rich King, a man who's been to Mount Midoriyama, out on the rope junction. So with that, the current standings look like this. Our finalists from last year, Paul Casimir remains comfortably in first place. Personal trainer Tremaine Dortch made it onto the leaderboard, but finds himself the slowest of our finishers in 18th place. Coming up, last year, Jake Smith came out of nowhere to earn a trip to Mount Midoriyama.
It was one of the coolest experiences ever.
Can he handle the pressure of expectations this time around when American Ninja Warrior returns? Welcome back to Dallas, Texas for more American Ninja Warrior. The early troubles at the warped wall are a thing of the past as 4 more competitors have just completed the course, including breakdancer Lauren Ball. He flew through the course with an astounding run and hit the buzzer in just under a minute 6. And with that time, Lauren busts a move into 4th place, just 11 seconds behind our leader, Paul Casimir. Josh and Joe Lobeck are in 5th and 7th, respectively. Kevin Klein is in 16th. We now have 21 finishers total, and we have reached our final runner of the Mid-South Regional qualifying round. The 23-year-old out of Denver, Colorado, it's Jake Smith.
Well, he made it to Mount Midoriyama last year. When out in stage 2, you know he wants another shot and a chance to go farther.
Last year, I got to go to Mount Midoriyama, and it was probably one of the coolest experiences ever. I made it to the second obstacle of the second stage in Japan and went out on the salmon ladder.
And he makes it, but the bar uneven again. This has just got to be draining his upper body strength.
His forearms have to be burning right now. And he slips.
Since then, I've been practicing every chance I get on a much harder salmon ladder. There may be a little more pressure on me this year to do well because it's kind of what everyone's expecting. So I just kind of have to fight that and work a little bit harder.
Jake's a popular guy among the Colorado parkour contingent, some of them here to watch his run, including Sat Khalsa and Risa Scott. One of the guys truly enjoys this sport, has a blast with it, but in the end, a very serious competitor. Bounds through the quad steps, Johnny.
An incredible array of skills from upper body to lower body strength, plyometric quickness. Been really impressed with his abilities.
Wow, right to the top of the cargo net.
Wow, look how fast he is to this point.
Flying through the course as his friends give him some encouragement. On to rope junction. Jake had some practice with this last year, but first time he's seeing it in competition.
He's got the ninja pants.
Right up high.
Nice entrance, like he'd done it before. Look how high up on the ropes he is. That gives him a lot of leeway to start dropping, especially right here. And he has a shot at the fastest time in the region at this pace.
Jake Smith pausing right before the warped wall. And
with
right
ease.
up it. Take a bow, Jake. You have earned it. An absolutely electric run here.
Well, the efficiency of that run was remarkable. Jake didn't take the foot off the gas pedal for a moment through the first 5 obstacles. His technique at rope junction was completely original and, more importantly, effective. He had a shot at Paul Casimir's top time in the region, but decided to take a quick breather to make sure there were not any mistakes at the warped wall. Flawless.
A fantastic run by Jake Smith, and he's getting lots of love from his Colorado brethren. Alan Keneally congratulating him, and there's Sat Khalsa and Brandon Douglas doing the same. Let's send it down to Angela, who's with Jake right now.
Jake, how does it feel to be back?
Feels great. Getting the first thing out of the way, it feels awesome.
Looks like the purple streak did you well. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Guys, up to you.
Thanks, Angela. Let's take a look at who will be advancing to the Mid-South Regional Finals. The top time belongs to tango dancer and Mount Midoriyama veteran Paul Casimir who edged out parkour instructor Brandon Douglas, and that spectacular last run of the day from Jake Smith. Ahmed Toure, the former West Point cadet, finishes in 12th. And boot camp coach and all-around fitness guru Tremaine Dortch finishes in 22nd. The last 8 names on the board are those who completed Rope Junction the fastest. They include rock climber and mobile phone salesman David Cabrera and Angel Flores, who miraculously recovered from a serious liver injury. So we finally have the 30 athletes moving on to the Mid-South Regional Finals. It was a wild day of qualifying. Johnny, what stood out for you?
Well, the Mid-South region in general outperformed my expectations, but the story for me was Ahmed Toure from Austin, Texas. I love this kid. The 21-year-old first-timer came out and looked like a seasoned veteran the way he cruised through Rope Junction, gave us a big victory scream at the top of the warped wall, and finished the course with the 12th fastest time. Then there's Miguel Gonzalez. I thought he might be out when he went down hard in the log grip, but he came back to finish strong. And of course, we can't forget Paul Casimir came in here with high expectations as a 2-time veteran of Mount Midoriyama, absolutely crushed this course to post his fastest time in the region with an unbelievable 53.99 seconds.
To those who made it this far, congratulations. But now, the real work begins.
No question, Matt. For the regional finals, we add 3 new ruthless obstacles: the salmon ladder, the lamp grasper, and the cargo climb.
Only 15 will earn a trip to Las Vegas to take on the world's toughest obstacle course, Mount Midoriyama, for a shot at $500,000 cash. For Jonny Moseley and Angela's son, I'm Matt Eisman. We'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.